Boom! Whap! Snap! He was like a superhero on that run.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby.
It is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 18 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Crash! 18, pioneer!
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Running right, here's Walker. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. Not something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They're going to look to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Luka 19. Reach. Ready.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Let's go now.
2nd and 12.
18 Cardinals.
Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll look to throw here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Saints 17, Falcons 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the option play now to the left. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
19, Tiger, 19. Go, Reed, go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check mash.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Drop 50, drop 50.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Cut, ready? 19 Wyatt.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right there, hurt.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Come 19! Come 19!
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
Left thing, right team. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Slot man moves right. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. He's got room at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Walker. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Again, Walker. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too will